What up, everybody? For those of us just now getting here.
Yo, can't hear you guys now.
Nah, I think he might have froze. I thought it was me.
Yeah,
You
now I
know,
can hear you.
nah,
I
I
was
know what
just
it
stopped to
is.
say, here,
Yep,
let it catch
nah, I
up.
know what it is. Know what it is. It's the new location. He's now out on the D. So I guess I'm here with the intro. Welcome everybody for DJ IronMonkey and Caveman talking shit with our special
Yeah.
guest, the man, the myth, the legend. Uh, we're gonna keep the jokes that we missed off offline. Offline.
Um,
Uh, but yeah, nah, D got that same shit that happened to me when I moved too. So, but
yeah,
again, the man, the myth, the legend, John, aka Hannibal Lecter. Yeah. So if anything, usually Daryl does all the intros, and I'm usually the backup guy playing Scottie Pippen as best as possible. But
it's
you
all
know,
good.
he's out in the D right now that he moved out there, and
Which is
he's
huge.
probably dealing with some Wi-Fi issues because that was the same shit that I was dealing with when I moved out here to my new spot. So
Yeah,
wait, oh,
There he is.
yeah, I'm back.
Now we
there he
good.
is.
I don't know what the fuck happened,
Nah,
man. I'm about to have a conversation with motherfucking Spectrum, paying all this money for
nah.
this plan.
I was just telling John too, and the people like, you moved out to the D, and you're probably dealing with the same Wi-Fi issue that I was dealing with when I first moved. So I kind
Yeah,
of did a little quick little intro for John. I
oh,
kept
word.
the light skin jokes out of it. Kept it short and sweet. You know how I do. Said how usually, you play the Jordan role and I play the Pippen role. When it comes to the intros and things. So yeah. So you're
Yeah,
back.
yeah, we back now. Thanks for
Hmm.
holding it down. Um,
Pass it back.
yeah, shout out to Spectrum Cable for having the mediocre
That shit
internet,
was
man.
funny though, because me and Dawood was just looking at each other for a second, and I'm like, all right, I don't hear nothing. And then he spoke. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, cool, I can hear Wood. And then you didn't move. It was just you static.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what
And
happened, but
and
we here now.
It's
Wi-Fi.
all good.
Wi-Fi, yeah, we're
Get
blaming
it.
it on the Wi-Fi. You know.
Absolutely.
But anyway, John, welcome to the show, man. We've been trying to get you on for, 2 seasons now. We've done 2 seasons you know,
Mm.
without you on the show. But thanks for coming on. You finally stopped this.
Oh,
I'm starting to feel like a groupie. You know what I mean?
toddlers are tough, man.
Chasing you around.
Toddlers are tough.
Toddlers,
Toddlers are not for the weak, man.
of course they are. Come on, man.
Yeah. No.
You're the dad of the year, man. It's because you got a light skin top. I mean, it's because you got a light skin toddler. He be doing light skin behavior.
I'm like Danny Glover, dog. I'm too old for this shit. It's
Yeah.
all good. We
Yeah, no,
riding.
at your ripe age, you got to be built for Cuban links for having a toddler. That's for
Bro,
damn sure.
little man is definitely in his mode. He's like kind of like a force to be reckoned with. He's articulate,
Mm,
he's cool, he's cute, he's all of these things, but a man be like, I run shit here. Y'all just live here. And he
mm,
means the shit.
hmm,
It's beautiful though. I mean, it's a
mm.
blessing. However,
Yeah,
my blessing my blessing keeps me very busy.
keeps you grounded.
No doubt.
Yeah. Can't spaz out, can't crash out, can't all
Mm.
moves have to have some sort of calculation. You gotta, changes the playing field a little bit, so to speak, I guess.
All right, yeah. Plus, it kind
But
of puts a damper on having your second, childhood like Jim
oh
Jones.
yeah,
But we'll get-
we'll get into that
we'll-
shortly.
yeah, the whole Nas Jim Jones thing. But
Oh
no,
man, who would want to do that if they could?
I mean, if it's for the clicks, I'll diss Nas right now. I mean, I've been.
You a wild boy.
Nah, yeah, but them clicks,
Wow,
them are very toxic clicks. So like that's why
yeah.
I really back off when you start talking Beyonce. I'm like, I don't need any of that smoke.
Keeping it
You know,
all
like
in
certain people, certain people you can poke at, and other
Yeah.
people is like, nah, you don't want to poke the beehives, man.
Come on,
Them
man.
motherfuckers come with the sting.
I'm with all the stuff.
Mr. Nas is jumping out the Grand Canyon, bro. Like, what are you doing? What? I get it, Jimmy. That's supposed to be for publicity and all of that, and it gets something popping. I get it. Like people
Yeah,
sensationalize and beat and all of that. Here's the thing, though. It turns around and you try to weaponize the industry or whatever, and it turns against you. I was reading something today where they said Lil Pump got more fucking Grammy entries or whatever than Jim Jones.
Little
Like,
Pump.
man, Lil Pump.
well, see, this is the thing for people that might not know. Right. The whole issue is that Jim Jones went on a couple of podcasts and he was, feeling himself and he was talking his
Of
shit.
course,
And basically what he
of
was
course.
saying is that, he's more relevant with the younger crowd than Nas is. And he was trying to say that, with the fashion
Of course,
and
yeah.
with the music, like he resonates more than Nas does in the industry. And people are like, wait, what?
Like
So,
how?
well,
How?
see, this is the thing. This is the thing
How?
with Jim Jones. Like, Jim Jones does have a foothold when it comes to the fashion. Yeah, he has some hot songs, that you play in the car, in the club. But when it comes
Hold on.
to, his age and what he's evolved into, like, he's not Nas.
Uh,
Like, he's grown, but he's not Nas.
so
And that's respectable.
without coming across or sounding like a hater, because that's the last thing I want to do.
You better
When we're
than
talking
Jones.
Mm.
about when I'm not even talking about anybody rapping. I'm
I'm
not
just
even getting.
listen.
We can get to that.
I said it.
As far as like
What's that?
fashion's concerned, as far as like fashion's concerned and all of that, like I
I mean,
I
you're not,
see it more
be
like he
responsible.
dresses like I see it more like he dresses like that generation of folks more than he's pushing fashion for that generation of folks. I don't know nobody that want to wake up and necessarily dress like Jim Jones without knocking a guy. You know what I mean? I
I
don't
mean,
know no brothers personally that want to put that shit on and be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know nobody to like quote that man's style or that man, like nothing like that.
yeah, but he was the
You
first one I
can.
seen in the super skinnies. You know what I mean? So maybe he's the pioneer
He,
of super skinnies, man.
Ushered in him before
he
Weezy.
does.
Yeah, man. Because remember, remember the time. I don't know if you remember the time he was in the studio with Nige, and he had the fucking Super Nut Hugger 5000s on. That was like the early 2000s, bro.
Mm.
Really? I don't remember
Yeah.
that. I remember
But you
when
see,
Cam came. And I remember Jimmy was with Cam. I
Yeah,
didn't meet
yeah,
Cam or Jimmy at that. I was around, but I wasn't around. Same as
yeah.
shit don't change, man.
Yo, I only saw the pictures. I wasn't there either, but I saw the pictures of everybody together, and the nigga had on the fucking super extra.
He
He had the super
back
extra
then he
Snug
had on the
boys. Yeah,
spandex King.
he had the Lululemon denims on.
Oh, you're wilding.
yeah.
Crazy. All right,
See
well,
now,
who knows?
see now,
Maybe.
this is the thing.
Maybe he is the
This,
blueprint to this shit. I don't know.
no, and that's the thing. Jimmy does have
All
a
right.
foothold when it comes to influence and being more of the fashion game. But this is the thing for
More
me. It's
relevant than
like,
Nas,
yeah.
though?
Now that's when afterwards, quietly he said that he was just talking this shit.
I need
But
to put
the
on
thing is,
I need that Ed Lover sign. Come on, son. More relevant than
but
Nas.
well, he claimed that
Come on.
people like younger people know Jimmy more than they know Nas.
Bullshit.
Like people like what 32 and under, 25 to 32, even like the young bucks and the young nephews, like 16 and up. Like they know more Jimmy than they know Nas. So that's
What do they know
basically what he
Jimmy
was
for,
saying.
though?
The
They know Jimmy
fashion,
for what?
so,
I don't think he was
so
arguing
some
the
of his
fact
songs.
like what they know him for. It's just that they know him. You know what I mean? Because I
Yeah.
listened to the Joe and Jada podcast, and he was on there.
Mm.
First of all, Fat Joe got to stop telling these stories, but that's a whole other. Fat
A
Joe's,
serial
Fat,
glizzy
Fat
eater.
Joe. Shout out to Joe and Jada, man. They're the second best podcast in the world behind us right now. But
You're wild.
Fat Joe is the best. He's the greatest storyteller in all of rap music, right? When it comes to like this
Oh,
shit,
man, he's wild.
his stories is
He's
wild
wild.
as shit, dog.
If it's a Fat Joe clip, I got to tune in because I got to see what he's saying.
He's about to say some wild shit.
But you know what? The same way I looked at when Fat Joe said the whole thing about the hot dogs. I'm not gonna call them that other phrase. They're hot dogs. But whatever he said about it,
glizzy eater.
Right? So it's
he
the same.
doubled down
No,
on
the
that
same.
shit too.
He
No,
said
but
it.
you see, the thing is the same way he did that is the same way Jimmy said what he said. Is to get the attention, get the clicks. No. And he recognized it.
Listen,
he got people talking. He got people tapping into his catalog to see what he actually had. People actually went back into Nas's catalog. Even with some of the young bucks, they actually started listening to Nas, and they heard Nas for the first time, and they were blown away. So, but for me, it's like Jimmy's a well-seasoned and dressed hamburger. Everybody loves a well-seasoned and dressed hamburger, but Nas is a aged porterhouse steak. Like, it's different, especially at the age that we're at. It's like Nas is speaking more to us, and Jimmy's more talking to the young nephews.
And if we're talking on the microphone, Nas in his sleep could turn Jimmy into a chopped cheese. We're not like, bro, like you can't even.
Here's why I
You
wasn't
can't
mad.
even say, you can't even spell Nas, bro.
Hey, but listen, this is why I'm okay with what he said, right? Because like, if you're in the industry, right, you gotta feel like you're the best.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You gotta feel like you're the best. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna walk as an MC yourself. You're not about to walk into a room full of nobody or a room full of somebody's and not feel like you're gonna be Kanye shit.
I should have
talk your shit.
I should have preceded everything that I said with me personally. I'm not a Nas fan. He's like a Jordan. You gotta respect talent. Incredible, immense. Like you can't deny greatness. Am I ever? And I got homeboys that grew up with me that we done argued over who the best MCs are, blah blah blah. And I ain't never came in no conversation and said Nas is that guy. In this conversation, though,
yeah.
However, I digress. Just speaking from an MC perspective, I do get it. You ain't never supposed to walk in a room and act like you're tail tough. However, you gotta recognize who you in a room with too, bro.
Yeah, well, that don't matter. He's on his Anthony Edwards shit right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all. Like, I'm the baddest.
I get it.
Yeah, if I walk into the room right now, I'm the best DJ in the building. It don't matter what accolades you got. If it's me and you,
put me in a pit with the
you know what I mean. Like you gotta come in like an apex predator when you walk into a room full of apex predators.
However, but the thing is this is the thing with me. Like Jimmy's bringing like to the game. Jimmy's bringing like the fancy dribble, right? The fashion, look at that. Oh, he got hits. Cool. I'm not gonna take away from that. Like he got a level of success. No, he got a level of success. I'm not even gonna measure it. Like if anything, no, he got songs. If anything, he's better than Proswell. That's all that needs to happen in the rap game in my eyes. But either way, when it comes to Nas, Nas has, like you said, the Jordan package.
Time out. Jimmy was trying to go toe to toe with Styles. Styles P in a lyrical contest would melt Jimmy's face off.
Oh yeah, Yeah, just because he would lose fights. No, just because he would lose these battles like against those dudes. I'm not. That's where I'm like, yo, I'm not taking away from his overall talent.
That's like Vanderbilt versus Duke. Like you already know the outcome, but Vanderbilt got to still come play. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like, I've been calling
and you better play your heart out. I get it.
Yeah, I've been calling Charlie Ward out for a handful of years now to come get these buckets. I mean, one day
you could be you could be the A10 champion coming out from like URI and them, right? And then you go up against Duke. You gotta show up. Either way, like you're the champs of that league. You're the champs of whatever like your block. So when you come to the big show, you gotta slow right. So I respect what Jimmy's saying in the battle face to face. Hell yeah, Nas will take him out. Hell yeah, Styles P will wipe him out. But again, like I said, he's not a slouch. He's not whack. He's not Proswell. Like he's not that guy. You know.
What's your beef with Pros, dog?
You just picked on that dude randomly.
No. What did Pros do to you? How did he hurt you, man? He's taking your girls?
So not that. I actually met him. Like
what happened?
No, nothing weird happened. It was just based on talent. All right, this is how I met him. So I was working security at a private show at Brown University one year. I don't know if you was there with us, Daryl, or not, but it was me, Sekou, Asha, and a couple of other dudes. So either way, we got set up in front of the stage where it was Fuji's, Insane Clown Posse, Coolio, right?
And we was there.
That's a weird ass lineup.
I'm like,
it was, and it was a private show. It was a private show, not like people didn't know where the location was and all this kind of stuff. We couldn't talk about it. And this is before social media. It was a
crazy combination.
So this is what happened. So we get security. We're working the front of the stage. So there's the barricade, then us, then the stage behind us. So at the end of that, like we gotta watch around. Something was up with Wyclef because he jumped off the stage and he like nudged Asha, and Asha looked at me and he shook his head like, "No, don't do nothing. I'm like, whatever. So he's like looking around, and Wyclef dumps water on this chick, and then he goes off, shows over. Either way, he runs off the stage and he goes to the back. So I'm on the stage trying to make sure nobody comes on stage. I meet Lauryn Hill. I get an autograph. I meet Praz. I was like, "Yo, what's his deal?" He's like, "Oh, you just going through something." That is the level of me and Proswell meeting. Nothing other than that. When it comes to skills and talent, he's not.
You don't got to beef with Wyclef then. You just don't got to beef with Clef?
No, because I'm talking about talent and musically. Like personally,
but you sounded like
I don't have a beef with Wyclef because because I met Wyclef for a second time, man. Wyclef was cool. He was just having a moment.
You did this.
I thought the story was going to be like, Praz did something to you, so now you like, fuck that dude, he's whack.
No, and that's what I was saying. It's not even on a personal level. It's based on a pure talent and rapping level. When you look at rap skills and rapping, like some people might put Silk the Shocker down there. Some people might put Silk the Shocker as like their bar as the worst rapper.
Yo, right? So you going Silk the Shocker or you going Praz?
Oh, I'm going Praz.
Worst rapper ever? There's worse people than Silk, bro.
Who? Praz.
There's worse people than Silk.
Praz what?
Who's the motherfucker from the Wu-Tang that came out with the
Master Killer? No, Master Killer,
Master Killer's nice.
No, not Master Killer.
He's nice.
Not Inspector Deck.
He got his own.
His album had like the Army Fatigue on the cover.
Not Inspector Deck.
Talk about Killer Priest.
Who?
Killer Priest.
You got? Oh wait, we're both saying two different people. Nah, you got the light skinned dude.
I don't know. I just know his album had the Army Fatigue shit on it.
Wu-Tang got 1 million dudes in it though. So,
yeah. Because you're talking about Sons of Man, Killer Army.
Yeah. Nah, this shit got released though. Hold on.
Oh, Listen, there was an album cover, and I don't even. It's a member of Wu Tang, and it came out the
Worst
past
rapper,
2 years.
worst rapper ever.
That
Who was the
that
most
album
trash
cover is
rapper?
horrible.
All right, wait a minute. Most trash rapper from our generation, previous
Just general
generation, or period in history all time. Worst
history
rapper
all
ever.
time. Yep.
Damn.
See, again, like for me, it's like if you're
We
better
should
than
do a Mount
Prodigy
Rushmore. We
of
should do
whack
a
rappers,
Rushmore. Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Jeez, we're going
I
we're going out with a blaze on the last show, huh?
Wait, who did you say? I missed it.
I think we need a Rushmore for whack rappers. Like you can't just
Oh,
do.
Like I could probably think of two other ones, but
And I'm probably gonna, you know, how dare I? Fuck it. I ain't never made one rap dollar. I never tried either. But however, I digress.
wait, hold on. I think my earpiece came out and it
We gotta
turned off.
start with. We gotta start with
Can you hear me?
number five. Can't be number five. Yeah, we can hear you. Number five can't be the all the way wackest. Number five got to be like further out. You can put Silk out there. I think there's worse people than Silk though, and this is why I'm saying.
Hmm.
And these people on this list would have to be people that actually release something. Oh, hold up, Woo,
My earpiece. I can't
can't
I can
hear.
hear you through my phone, but it's very vague. I'm gonna have to step
All right,
out and
hold on.
come back in like Daryl did.
all right.
Dang. All
We'll
right,
keep it.
I'll wait a second.
We'll keep
I'll
it.
wait a
We'll
second.
keep it
I got
rocking. I'm trying to find this Wu Tang album. It might have been the Killer Army album. That shit was garbage.
That's what I was saying,
Yeah, that shit was trash. But anyway, uh,
bro. I'm trying to tell you, go get you some good tequila. If there's an
well,
Aldi out, I don't know if there's an Aldi out there.
there is. I don't drink tequila, dog. I drink vodka. Me
I
and tequila,
know.
me and tequila have a
I
different
get it.
relationship. Tequila's like that toxic chick
Uh,
that I'm in love with
I
that I
remember.
can't. Yeah,
You don't think I remember?
she's the bad Puerto Rican chick
Please.
that. Yeah,
All right.
you already. Oh, shout out to
That
everybody that's in
you
the Facebook chat. Shout out to Carlos Carlos is in the
Los,
in the YouTube chat. What up, Sensei? He
hey,
said
my
Killer
boy.
Army. He had the shit I was talking about. Shout out to
That's what I was figuring.
Letitia and Melissa. Oh, Fletch. What up, Fletch? Fletch is in the chat.
Oh shit.
Uh,
What's good, Fletch?
you know,
Shot for brother Dave.
right, Dave.
I know the chat gotta fill this glass.
Man.
Oh man. Worst rappers ever. Nah, look.
Yeah, there's a list, man. But I mean, I think that like every list is gonna be like it's gonna be relative, but and nobody ever does a worst. Right? I know what's that? Was it Complex came out with the 150 best rappers? Some
Hey,
of those
should
dudes
we
don't.
tell should we tell the chat why you don't fuck with Tequila D?
Oh, the chat knows why I don't fuck with tequila, but you're more than welcome to tell the story. I don't fuck with it because they be having me on some bullshit. That's why I
You
got.
don't want to tell
That's why I still
you
got the
don't
mad.
want to
I still got the Mad Dog 2020. I was going to drink it, but I couldn't. I couldn't
you
bring
don't want to
myself.
tell the
Couldn't
you
bring
don't
myself
want
to
to tell
even
the chat
taste that shit.
you don't want to tell the chat about the 40-year-old bottle of Tequila D?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The chat already knows. Oh wait, Dawood's back. Yo,
You
John
actually told that story?
about doing the push-ups in the street and shit, and how you left me
Oh,
for dead. You left me for dead at my mother's house. I'm surprised to be alive. Yeah, you tell the chat what you did. He did some light skin
I
shit. That's what he did. He was on some light skin behavior.
yo,
He was like,
I made
You
sure
gonna
you
try to
got
smooth it
home.
over?
I ain't about to give you my.
Nah,
I'm not also
yo,
going
all
to take this
right,
acid.
bro.
Yeah, he was like, here you go. Good luck, bro.
Yo, Hundo P, tell this story correctly.
Uh
Me and Daryl had at this point been friends since freshman year of high school. Me and Daryl go off. I went to college this way. He went to college that way. We come back upon each other somehow after like, yo, what up? Yo, what up? We back thick as thieves like no time passed.
We was outside.
We was outside, and it was
It wasn't the time when y'all left me out in East Providence with homegirl.
oh shit. Oh man. Yeah, we could tell that one too. However, I
Nah,
digress.
I don't know. I remember we was fishbowling heavy
Oh
out in the car one
yeah.
time.
Yo, that was that. What the fuck was that chick's name? She had the light blue eyes. She was bad as shit.
I don't know. I don't know that.
Yeah, no, you
I'm-
got left.
I
You got
just
left with the other chick. You went with the other chick. That shit was some. Yeah, thanks for that.
and this is before smartphones. This is before Uber. Like this is when like you try to call a cab at a certain hour and the motherfucker's like, nah, call us at 6 a.m.
This particular summer, I had the whip. Daryl had the cell phone. I had a pager.
Yeah, we was teamwork.
And
We was teamwork.
Mm.
Teamwork pimping.
man, look. However, I digress. This one particular night,
What they
we
call it now?
happened
Two
upon a
man. They call it 2-man now.
yeah, they call it 2 men. It's different now. These young boys don't know nothing about nothing.
We invented the 2-man. Yeah, man.
There was no Jordan. There was no Jordan. There was no Pippen. There was just the team, son. And the team was
Mm.
above everything.
Mm.
What I had, you had, and what you had, I had. And if I had it, you had it. And if you had it, I had it. And we had it. And we was riding. We was all we needed.
Word.
Back to back. I digress.
Yeah, I'm not gonna incriminate myself on that. See,
Nah, we happened upon a basket of alcohol this one particular evening, containing 40-year-old alcohol. And over the course of
mm.
a short period in the evening, down the bottle, no smaller than actually probably about this size, to a fifth.
Yikes!
And
Yeah,
after
we
consuming said fifth,
we was rocking and rolling, dog.
At
shot for
least y'all
shot,
did that together.
um, it was time to like get home. So
Uh,
I get down to the east side to his mama house. Actually, no. When we get outside the place where we were, Daryl decided, yo, I need to sober up. I can't go home like this. I need to do some
Yeah.
push-ups. I'm like, bro, you can't do push-ups right now. He's like, nah, fuck that. I need to sober up. He gets down. He goes, one. Daryl didn't come back up.
Yeah, no. I was having that was the Mad Dog 2020 night too, because we did the Mad Dog at the radio station before we even got there. There was like,
I get Daryl. Yes.
yeah, it was Mad Dog 2020 and then 40-year-old tequila. And,
I get Daryl up. We get in the car. I get Daryl to the crib. I can't describe the ride between where we were and where we got to. I get Daryl inside of his house and I shut the door and I'm like, success. I got my guy home. Word, right? So now I still have to drive home. This is all important. This is the part of the story Daryl never tells because Daryl didn't realize what happened.
this is the ... This is what comes after the ...
So I am now
Okay.
in downtown Providence, and I am creeping my way back towards Washington Park. So you know the building with the 3 domes on top. We don't call them 3 domes. We call them 3 something else. But for the sake of the conversation and the ladies who could be watching said conversation, I'll keep it G-rated. There's 3 domes on top of one building. Before you go over the bridge, that's in the back of the post office and all of that back there downtown behind Kennedy Plaza. So that light. So I'm at that light. I don't know how long I was at that light, but there was a very good Samaritan outside that night, and I didn't run into any cops that night for whatever reason. And the Lord bless me for what I think was the first time in my life because I fell asleep at that light. Somebody was kind enough to, tick. Hey, buddy, you okay? And I leaned up. I looked at the dude. I was like, yep, bro. Don't you know I drove the entire way home wide-eyed as fuck? I was,
Yeah, that's a dangerous
I
situation.
got to the crib. Now, that's who was in a more dangerous situation though, D?
Probably still me.
Yeah.
Probably still me. Yo,
Yeah.
shout out to Mario in the chat. Remember Mario Souza's in the chat.
Daryl
Oh,
broke
Mario.
Daryl, Daryl broke the light in the back hallway and got found on the stairs by Miss Friend. I just had to deal with Nancy while I got home, and
Mm.
thankfully that
Potentially
night,
getting pulled over by cops.
yeah,
Because
I got
cops
blessed,
was heavy downtown around that time too.
and I'm still me whilst having that conversation, bro.
Yo, shout out to
You
using the
know,
force. Shout out to everybody that got to use the force to get home sometimes. You know,
we were blessed,
we're not
bro.
gonna
We
talk
were
about.
blessed humans from an early age, and it doesn't mean that we advocate for that type of behavior.
No. Don't be
We've
like
been
us.
lucky.
We're reckless. Don't be
Hey,
reckless. I mean,
hey,
John would have got away
is
from.
Dave,
John done got us out of some real heat. You know what I'm saying? He turned on the light skinned charm, and then we just rolled away.
I
Yo,
don't know about that,
shout out to
but we
Steve.
done been through some shit.
Yeah. You know, I'm not trying to put your whole life on blast. So I'm gonna just blame it on the light skinnedness. Yeah, I mean,
We've been blessed. Hey, I will say this. I hope Tony Gibbons is in the chat. If he's not, however, yo, remember the night we was in North Providence and they pulled us over and they said we fit the description and they were like, yeah, there were two guys in a car like yours and blah blah blah. And then your boy sat up.
yeah.
And
Oh
they're
man,
like,
he
I
saved
said,
us
oh, so now
a
there's,
lot of.
now there's three of us. So like, come on, bro, what are we doing here? Like, was it really my car? Like,
Yo, that was a lot of cops that night, man. Shout out to Troy.
yeah, it was.
I mean, he's not in the chat.
Yeah.
Shout out to Steve though. Steve Dwyer's in the chat. I mean, if you need a lawyer
Yeah.
for certain situations, you know what I
Good
mean,
brother,
hit
Steve.
Steve Dwyer up. You know what I mean, he's a good dude. You know,
Hell yeah. Great dude.
give him a call.
I
I don't know
vouch.
his number. I'm gonna just go with 1-800-Steve. Maybe that shit.
Steve, if you don't have that, that is now a number you need to get up and buy in the morning.
Right?
Steve.
1-900-Steve.
Yes.
Steve.
Yo, is Dave still in the
1-800.
chat?
Holla at
I
your
don't
boy.
know. Dave said, I don't know if Dave's still in the chat. Maybe. Dave, you still in the chat, let me know.
I got a Dave story.
But we on here
Nobody.
telling stories. I guess John's telling stories. You know,
Oh man,
John got all the stories. He's the story keeper. You know what I mean?
I got a Dave story. Man,
Wait,
listen.
hold on. Hold on. Respectfully, don't air somebody out because you might not know what they want out there. You know.
I'm not airing nobody out. I'm just saying I got a Dave story. And Dave knows the
Okay.
story I would tell because we're talking about being blessed humans. Dave has a story. Hell, you might even have to have Dave on the pod himself to tell the story about how blessed a human he is. He's a blessed human.
Listen, some of us are just touched by the world and we get out of shit that we probably should never get out of. I mean, me and the light skinned assassin over here, we done been in some shit. You know, we done crashed cars with no damage on the way to some shit. We
bunny hop cars in a snowstorm. And then got to our destination.
We done smuggled or I think today they call it traffic, but you know,
wait, hold on. Don't incriminate yourself.
Yeah, no. It's past the limits of whatever the fuck, man. That shit
there was no Diddy. There was no Diddy.
It's a different administration.
It was no. For the record, it was voluntary, so there wasn't necessarily trafficking. But technically, the way that the law is written, they may have been smuggled.
They might frame it as such, yeah.
You know, there may have been some smuggle situation. Oh, Steve said he's gonna call this guy about getting 1-900-Steve. So shout out, Steve. That's hilarious. I hope you get it, man. I want to see the commercial too if you get that shit.
Steve.
You know, nah, we don't gotta tell
but
that
word
story,
up,
man. Nah, we don't gotta tell that story because you always tell that story and it makes me feel like an asshole because you really believe that I was out here telling motherfuckers that we was famous. And that was never the situation. We was just
Oh no,
just those dudes.
Dude,
You came through
we told
looking
them I
like
had a record deal.
you came through looking like El DeBarge and shit. And the chicks was like, "Is that El DeBarge?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's my cousin." And then, you know what I mean?
I was out
Damn.
in
The rest is history. This motherfucker came with the light skin. You know, he had the big
Yeah,
curls. He had the big curls back in the day.
little Superman, the
With
little
with the
Superman
little
curl up front.
Superman shit. You know, now he don't got the big curls no more because he's a washed family man. But young Viper John, when he was a young Viper, that dude had the curls. Yeah, your mic is in and out.
With
So
the
you talking shit.
with the
That's
Mariah
the
Carey
Daryl
fan.
gonna
Yeah. He had the smelling like strawberries and shit. You know what I mean, everywhere he went. You know, he had the cologne combinations. He was that dude, man. He was,
No,
you
bro.
know, he was
Don't do that.
my worm on the hook
Casanova
back in the day.
97.
He was the worm on the
Casanova
hook.
97.
Listen, I just want to take this opportunity to apologize to you because you're one of my best friends, and you know I pimped you out a couple times for some bullshit, and I just want to apologize, you know, officially on the podcast. And I never did get those Jordans because you didn't want to fucking play. This is the one time John was not a team player. You know what I mean?
You tried it. You tried it. You tried it.
You know, I was like, come on, man, I need these
You did
Jordans.
chat. You did chat. You tried to pin me out for some Jordans.
Listen, if they're really your friend, they will take one for the team for the Jordans. Is all I'm saying. John got fucking morals and shit. You know what I mean? That's why
Jordans. I wasn't getting Jordans.
you would have got Jordans eventually, dog. After you beat it a couple times,
Eventually.
you'd have definitely beat your way into some Jordans. You had the good curls. I was trying to play a shot for you too, bro.
That's bullshit.
You opened the door for him, John, to walk through, and then he was gonna hold the door open for you to come in.
Yeah,
Come on,
man.
You ain't see the play. Come on.
We're gonna get those Jordans together. Yo, so the short version of the story is there was this chick who had a crush on John because he had the curls and shit. You know what I mean? He had the flowy curls, the Cape Verdean official Jones. You know what
I
I
had
mean?
two-tone curls.
Yeah,
I had two-tone.
and he had the hair dye. His shit was, yeah, he's out
Using
there
the kinky curl product.
He was looking like
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake with the frost on the top and shit.
No, son.
And the pink lotion.
Me and Daryl both. Daryl dyed his hair blonde like Demolition Man, right?
Strawberry blonde.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was strawberry blonde.
And
Either way. You died, I remember that.
my sister worked at a hair salon, and I had to go do a hair show, which was I was a model one point in time.
See,
One
told
time
you.
a model.
Told you, ladies.
Twice.
He's married now. He's off the market. You know what I mean? But back in the day, he was a
Maybe
viper.
twice I was a model. However, this one
Walking in the room
particular
looking like
time,
Rick James.
They bleached my hair. So when my hair grew out, it grew into two-tone curls. That was a happy accident. That just happened. It wasn't intentional. Wasn't no, oh, I'm a freak and when I get this. It wasn't no, I'm gonna be fly and sneak out. It had nothing to do with it. It was accidental. However, I may or may not have weaponized the two-tone curls in the process. I'm supposed to.
I mean, you would lose your light skin card if you didn't. You know what I mean?
He put me up to it though.
This
He
dude
put
had
me up to it.
the dude had the
Ooh.
map. He had the Matt Barnes curls back in the day. You know what I mean?
Wow.
That Barnes curls.
Yeah.
Walking in the room looking like Rick James in the Dave Chappelle skit.
But anyway,
Wow.
there was a young lady who was smitten with John, and I was like, yo, I could get y'all together and shit. You know what I mean? I just need a pair of Jordans. And she was like, bet. If I get to smash, I'll get you some Jordans. And I'm like, easy. Because, you know, I know my guy. He's a real deal hoe. You know what I mean? He's going to come through and put it on you real quick. You know? And he chose to be reformed.
This
You know
shit.
what I mean? He was like,
He pulled the light skin move and went, yo, what about me first, B? What about me first, B?
Yeah.
I'm putting my neck on the line. I should be getting paid up top.
Let the record directly reflect. I have never gotten anywhere for sexual gratification or favors, nor try to.
No,
Man,
you're just gonna lie. You're just gonna lie to the people. You on your Fat Joe shit today?
I'd have got a house.
Come on, man. You got a couple things out there. You got 2 kids for sure.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Trying to say we never got nothing out of it. You know what I mean?
Look, dude, you see how we tried to clean that up?
Yeah, well, you are a good dad. That's for sure. You know, and you are light skinned, and you do have light skin tendencies. That would, like, you're both right. Like, you're both right.
He out here had these chicks fighting in the street for him. Shit, ain't no chicks ever fought over me. Just saying.
You want to look all good, clean, and wholesome. I'm a skip over that one.
Now, this is the era before smartphones, so people wasn't recording it going World Star.
Right? There ain't no proof, but except for the people that was there. Shout out to Courtney in the chat. What up to Courtney? Shout out to Deja. It's her baby shower today. You know what I mean? She
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh, Deja's having a baby. We old.
Yeah, man.
I mean, we make old look good. I'm sorry.
Hey, good living, low stress.
Spoken like a true
You know?
light-skinned motherfucker.
Yeah.
I love how you rubbing your beard too, John. Look, you out here fucking stroking his beard like
like you Gandalf.
He's stroking it long. He's stroking like a long beard. Like you don't got a long beard, so your hands coming like way down to your chain and shit.
This is longer than I've ever had. Nah, I actually had a little more hang time. When my cousin Daryl got married, my gym was like down here. This is all the beard on the hip, though, bro.
Nobody believes you, sir.
No. What he said, what he's pointing out is that you're doing light skinned things. You know, like yeah. No, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. You gotta hit him with the light skin laugh.
Cut it out. Huh?
Listen, I'm light skinned in the winter, dog. When the winter time comes, I get a little light skinned, and then I do some light skin shit too.
I call myself the Wesley Snipes of light skinned dudes. I'm light skinned, but like that light skin behavior is foreign to me. Like, come on, man.
This is my summer color.
That's your summer color?
A little bit.
Oof. I didn't even tan yet. Like,
I work outside.
I get cushy AC.
My daddy
I haven't gone to the beach yet.
My daddy darker than Dawood. My mama darker than Dawood. Shit. Y'all niggas, you a high C looking nigga.
Daryl? Oh, dude.
Wow. Wow, you really coming after my shirt, man?
Nah, I was talking about Dawood.
Oh, look like and I deflected it real quick.
Oh, damn. You touched past it on me. Damn, you touched past it to me. I'm like, damn, I think this shirt looks good with my tan right now. You know what I mean? I got the mailman tan. My legs is 3 different colors, but
don't let me jump on the morph salmon, though, D. I just look. You've been to Detroit the whole.
First of all, it's orange.
1 week. It looks like a morph salmon.
It's orange, man.
Nah.
No, because of the lighting. Because of the lighting, it does look salmon.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Like,
either way, it looks like it's making my tan pop.
You got nominated gators to go with that. That's orange.
No,
I was gonna go with the orange, but
that might be mixed orange, but that's orange.
I got gator skin cowboy boots, dog. You already know.
You're doing too much.
Hey, listen, you just got to get them buffs.
I'm doing just enough, man. As soon as I get some buffs, see, when you come to Detroit, you got to get the official Detroit uniform, right? You got to have.
Even Dwyer does not approve of you killing an animal for your fucking boots.
Sure, he does. So check it out. This is the official. You got to have a Detroit hat, obviously. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You got to have a pair of Gator shoes. You got to have a pair of all white Air Force Ones and a pair of all black Air Force Ones in case you got to do some black Air Force One activity.
Bro.
You know what I mean? You gotta get you a pair of buffs. Someone give me a pair of buffs.
My first trip ever to Detroit, there was a pimp in, I don't know, I guess I would call it hot pink. And the outfit was hot pink down to the Gators, but he hopped out of a hot pink Volvo, to go in the store, and his chick, who wasn't his chick, by the way, because this is Detroit, and yeah, he gets back in the car. Guess who's pumping the gas? His chick in a hot pink outfit that matches his hot pink Volvo. I was like, yeah.
Hey man, we love our color palettes out here, man. You already know.
Hey, some people got a Ken and Barbie fantasy.
This was my first trip to Detroit. This is like 20 years ago. Dude.
Yeah, but some people got a Ken and Barbie fantasy. So, they like dressing up. But see, this is the thing. Buffs,
that was a
for people that don't know the terminology, is Cartier glasses, sunglasses.
It's
so
just
it
Cartier
has to be official.
Because I've seen other ones.
Cartier
There's
Capital.
no Gucci buffs. They gotta be Cartier.
The official buffs are Cartier.
And that's it. So if you ain't got no Cartier frames with the diamonds in the
then you just wearing some,
fancy shades. Fancy shades.
You're wearing some other shit.
Yo, there's a dude out here that makes stuff.
Yeah? Does he work for Cartier?
He got Cartier frames with the real joints in them. I don't know if he works for Cartier.
Hey, listen.
I didn't ask his credentials.
There's a lot of bootleg shit out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sure
that sounds like you don't mess with the Zohan where they're like, yeah, it's a Sony machine, but it got Sony guts. It says Toshiba on the outside, but it got Sony guts. Like that's what it sounds like. Yeah, it's Cartier pieces, but it's not them putting it together.
The last Pokemobile was a Mercedes Benz, but on the outside it looked like a Dodge Ram. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you just But either way, my next pair of actual glasses will be buffs. You know what I mean? I need my shit to see, so I might get a pair just to have when I go out and shit.
Kind of look like you got buffs on now, with the reflection and everything.
These is the Jamie Foxx boys. These is the Privé Goose or whatever the fuck them shits was called. These shits is smooth, dog. I like them. Shout out to Mike in the chat, DJ Red in the chat, working the night shift at the ballet over there. Hopefully it's you know what I mean? Hey, make sure y'all get down there and check out the club, man. Get you some burgers, best burgers in the city down over there at Club Desire.
No lie.
Low key.
Yeah.
Low key best burgers, man. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to be back before the end of the summer, but if I do come back, you know where the stops will be. You know what I mean? But
so wait,
man.
are we gonna do a top 5 worst rappers?
Top 5 worst rappers?
We're gonna end on that note.
I think that sounds like a good way to end the end of the season. Nobody really does a top 5 whack rappers, the wackest rappers that you're aware of. I mean, it's probably going to be a controversial list.
Yes, I gotta get a pen.
Yeah, I still got so much shit in boxes. I don't even know if I got a pen over here. But I'm gonna just try to freestyle my shit. Lopez,
me too.
As the official guest host, man, you gotta kick us off.
All right.
I think we could all mutually agree on Silk the Shocker at number 5.
All right, number 5.
This your list, man. Whatever your list is.
This your list, yeah, man.
Oh, this is just me.
Yeah, okay. Man.
Yeah. You do yours, I'll do mine, John, and then Daryl will knock his down.
Silk the Shocker may not even be on this list then, if it's just me.
Yeah. If it's just you, who you got at number 5?
Yeah, we're gonna put this on. Like you had to actually make a song. It would have actually had to been on some sort of airways, and you had to get some sort of traction. But you still terrible.
Yeah.
It gotta be songs that motherfuckers can go look up on Spotify. I mean, you could take the opportunity to use an honorable mention to diss a white rapper in your area if that's what you really want to do, but you don't have to, bro.
That's terrible.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to freestyle it. I'm trying to freestyle it in my head, and this dude is more R&B than anything.
There's a few white rappers in your area. Is all I'm saying that you might want to shout out. That's honorable mentions.
I'm just saying. According to certain people, there's nothing but white rappers in.
That dude you was telling me about. This is your opportunity to just air that quietly. Huh?
That guy doesn't deserve his name to be spoken.
All right, exactly. That's what I was fitting to hear you say. All right, easy.
No,
Nah,
no bitch ass.
nah, that dude could go really somewhere. I haven't even approached him yet on nothing. I'm like,
He's a snitch.
I'm just gonna keep it peace.
He's a snitch. Don't give him no attention. Don't even
Yeah,
don't acknowledge
based
him.
off what you told me, I'll fill you in
Let,
afterwards, Daryl, on this dude. But
let him
like,
let him see you and me together, and then watch him shit on himself.
well, this is the thing. You get more time for premeditation, so that's why it's like, what? I'm just keeping it peace.
However,
All right, so back to the list though. Back to the
Okay,
list.
whack rappers. All right.
So John, you got number 5. You said was Silk the Shocker. Or are you changing your number 5?
All
I
right.
I don't know if something's going to be on this list. If we're just
All right. You want me to help you out? You want me to go first?
Mrs.
Oh, what up, D?
Yeah.
Lopez says Silk the Shocker's not a rapper.
Did you call her Mrs. Lopez?
Okay.
Did I miss some shit, nigga? Did you just get married and not invite nobody, dog?
No, not yet.
Oh, this Mrs. Lopez shit.
Oh, it's informal.
I thought you was what do they call it? Hard launching a marriage just now.
No,
Uh,
she's been
uh,
had a ring.
That would be some real light skinned shit. I mean, you got a light skinned wife too. Y'all both match the walls.
uh.
Wow.
Funny how light skinned people could
Yeah,
move
listen,
in the shades
Did you
like
hear
that.
that? Did you hear that?
once you put her on the show, she's subject to all the roasting. She's a member of the
Yo,
show now.
she said she's about to flame you, D. She said,
I will shut this podcast all the way down from Massachusetts to Detroit.
You can't shut nothing down. I got all the controls. You can talk
oh,
all you
shit.
want, though.
Oh, man. She said,
All
no
right,
more
so
light skin.
John. So John. So John.
So,
You want me to prime the pump and go first with some of the whack rappers?
nah. Hold up. I got a couple whack rap.
All right,
All
well,
right,
who's
come
Since
on.
this is Rushmore, we got to condense it to 4, right?
no, it's the top 5.
No. It's top five. It's top
All right,
five.
we'll do top 5. All right, so
You could do your Mount Rushmore with an honorable mention. You could look at it like that. And the honorable mention will be your number 5.
that's messed up. Silk
Try to make it easy.
could be an honorable mention, but there's a dude. Who's the blonde kid?
Blind Fury?
And he's like,
Machine Gun Kelly.
Blind Fury?
no, Blind Fury's dope.
Yeah, that's why I said Blind Fury with a question mark. No. That's why I said with a question mark. Blind Fury?
He was one of them little rappers. And there's going to be a few little rappers on this list. He was one of them little
Okay.
rappers. He was blonde. He looked a little.
Oh, you said blonde. I thought you said blind. Oh.
Oh, that's fucked up.
No. It's just I'm older. I didn't hear that correctly. I thought you said blind. That's why I said Blind Fury.
I might even have to look homeboy up. Hold on. I'm gonna put the split screen up real quick.
No, they're not rappers. You want me to go first? Because it's something about your light skin and this that's just dancing around this whole list. Like,
Hey, that would start us off because Granddad over here is frozen again over here.
oh, he's frozen.
I think he's searching another screen on his computer on his phone.
And it froze him out.
Yeah. As you can tell, he's looking like Granddad. I don't know if you can see his face.
Yeah.
Face all in the screen.
Can you see me? Can you see me? Oh man. All right, so top 5.
Look, is he frozen on your end too? He looks like the
Yeah.
His picture looks like the profile picture on like an old dating profile and shit.
It's like he's looking up on his phone to see like what they got on the floor on their side. Oh, what you like? Oh no, I can't see back there.
Let's just say Hannibal Lecter, 47, child of God, love long walks on the beach, and wine and paint. Hey, John, welcome back.
Hey.
Love long walks on the beach. Holding dick.
Nah, said your picture froze
You
and
froze.
was all
And
up.
you look like a fucking data profile picture for an unk, and I was like, "It's Hannibal Lecter, 47, like a child of God, likes long walks on the beach."
You know the difference between me and you with this 47 shit, nigga?
Wine and
I
paint.
make this look good. White paint.
That's a
Yeah.
let's
I
get
mean,
this. So wait, hold on.
So anyway, you got your 5 or what? You got your 5?
Mind you, for the chat, Daryl's older than me, y'all. By 2 weeks.
It's actually only 1 week,
Oh, yeah.
sir. It's 7 days.
I'm older than you.
Your light skin math is not math.
However,
Light skin math, you beat me to it. You beat me to it.
Anyway,
I can't find homeboy that's my bottom. He's that bad, I guess.
Wow,
he might not even wrote his rap. He was that bad.
He's your bottom?
He was he was. Oh wow, wow, terrible. He didn't write his stuff. All right, so we're gonna throw Birdman
at number 5.
Nah, Birdman's number 3.
Oh, this light
skin
dancing.
Sir, your top 5 got to go in order, bro.
Oh, my bad. All right.
You can't just be skipping around the top 5.
Why not?
I can't do it.
Work.
No, see, that's that fucking suburban shit out there in the suburbs now with your people.
All right, you want me to go first?
Oh yeah. That would go.
All right. Let me show you how this is done. All right, so top 5. All right, so there might be a little honorable mentions afterwards and XYZ. All right, now these are rappers that I don't really get jiggy with. It's questionable how nice they are now. Number 5, I'll go Wyclef. Off top. Now I'm gonna go with somebody that's noticeable and got hits, and he's good, but he's number 5. He's not Mount Rushmore if you're gonna go with that route. All right, number 4. Ooh. I want to go Little Yachty. Not really that good. And I'll just leave it at that. No need to. But, his last album that he came out with was kind of artistic. It seemed like he was doing it to sell to commercials and stuff like that. Whatever. All right, so number 3, Birdman is a good one at number 3. I'm gonna just keep it very simple. I'm not gonna really dig too deep because I don't really have a pen and a paper and write my shit down. Your list could be the same, John. It could be different. It's not a competition. Oh, no. All right.
Hey, make sure you put some respect on his name though when you say it.
Yeah, I'll put some respect on his name. Like, look, he doesn't have to be a dope rapper to make money.
Yeah, he's proven it. That's no way. How could he be mad?
He's not even a
rap. Not one.
Either it's his delivery.
Nah.
Drake doesn't write a lot of his rhymes either. Drake doesn't write a lot of his rhymes. It's the performance, He doesn't really care. He's still making money. Look. His priorities and
motherfucker, it's your fault.
Well, this is the thing. Based on lyrical content and the way that you come across. Well, I would actually practice my delivery just like Drake does,
I'd make sure you was a bad mother sucker, Holmes.
But here we go. Number 2, I'll go Silk the Shocker. Yeah, there's a lot of down south rappers on this list. But then, as I stated earlier in the show, Proswell is the bottom of the bottom. He's the head of Mount Rushmore when it comes to whack rappers. Like,
I think Dawood is mad at the rest of the Fugees because they got to have Lauryn Hill and he didn't. I'm gonna just put that out there.
No, I had a girlfriend at the time, and this is the thing. I got an autograph from Pros, without a problem. I got an autograph from Lauryn Hill. I got an autograph from a couple of other people, and then afterwards we bounced. We didn't even stick around to do security for the Insane Clown Posse, and it's a good thing because I actually worked the show for them at that one time. And when I walked in, I saw plastic everywhere. And I'm like, what the fuck they got plastic everywhere for? Come to find out, they like to shoot off sodas while they're performing. It took us 2.5 hours, 3 hours to mop out Fago. So we had to mop out all the soda. took us 3 hours to mop out the soda, right? Because they had like a whole 18-wheeler,
Detroit
and they
shit.
had one guy's job. His
Shout
job
out
was
to
just to bring
Fago,
out
B.
the thing and bring out the Fago. That was his job. Go to the cooler, bring out the Fago, and just empty it, throwing it out in the crowd, people getting hit in the head and shit. Yeah,
Shout
either
out,
way.
Duke got a blunt roller? Why not? That's
shout out,
dope.
shout out to Fago, Detroit original brand.
Hell yeah. Shout
Nah,
out
but
to Fago.
nah,
Duke
but I
Play
gotta
staple.
but I got an autograph from Praz either way, and my girlfriend at the time ended up taking it when I was taking a nap. And shout out to her and her husband and her kids and her new life. And no hate, you know. Uh, Praz
All
is
right.
just rapping wise is just trash. Bottom of the barrel.
Word. All right, John. Now you're top five.
All right.
So,
You could pick the same people I picked.
I started number 5.
I mean, that's how top fives go.
Chingy.
Chingy?
Chingy.
Chingy. All right.
Jinky? Okay.
Chingy is number 5.
Okay.
Number 4. Actually, no. Chingy and Soldier Boy could be 4 and 5 respectively if we
Oh, I forgot about Soldier Boy. Okay.
decide. How the fuck you forget about Soldier Boy? He's the first rapper to do everything, including being whack. What is wrong with you, Dawood? Now I'm playing.
All right, so we got Chingy and Soldier Boy.
Chingy,
right, so
Soldier
that's what-
Boy,
Are we at number
Birdman.
3?
Birdman.
At number 3?
Birdman is still Birdman is dead ass number 3. And none of the Fuji members are number 2 or 1.
Okay. No, that's respectable. Your standard is your standard.
Yo, I love how John changed his camera. He changed his camera angle to get his good side.
Yeah, the dramatic effect.
Wow. I don't have any bad
No.
side.
I'm just saying, you changed your camera angle. You know, you like staring off. You look like the picture where like there's one of you like this, and the other one's like this.
Look.
Like you.
On some not light skin shit, I've been sexy a long time, bro.
Number 2. Who do you have at number 2?
So number 2 is yeah. Let me look.
Number 2, damn. Because there's a lot of rock rappers left before I get to number 1.
Gotta pick a 2, John.
Oh, I'm not.
Chameleon
Yo,
is.
Chameleon. My lady just dissed Chameleon. That dude dope. Out of that whole genre of hip hop, Chameleon is dope, and he's a smart guy. Aside from that, we're not going to Chameleon. Number
Who do you
2.
have at number 2?
Number 2. This one might be.
He's staring into the light skinned abyss, trying to pull it out.
Yes.
Cause that's the thing, man.
It's just your list today. Go ahead, drop the name. Do we know? You're gonna say like
Blueface shouldn't even be on this list.
Blueface?
He is, but he shouldn't even be on this. Everybody we mentioned is better than Blueface. Yeah. Including Krishan Rock, with her Yahweh.
This is the best. This is the best of the worst. So maybe Blueface should be on the list.
Yeah. Yeah. Put Blueface at number 2. If he's that bad, then put him at number 2. See, I haven't listened to any of his music to even criticize him like that. I only pick people that I actually listen to. Like those people don't even exist in my universe.
Yo, Blueface don't even rap on beat.
All right, so there you go, number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah, he is kind of bad. He is bad.
All right, so number 1. Who's number 1?
Who's your number 1, John?
Vanilla Ice,
do
bro.
it.
Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice.
Okay. Mr. Van Winkle.
Okay. Rob Van Winkle. Take out the hook while my DJ revolves it. Okay.
Like,
Go Ninja, go.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh fuck.
Oh
I'm
shit.
saying, yeah.
Oh.
You're like,
How could
I don't
you?
even want to recite any of his lyrics because he might just pop up like out
You
my
just
house
did
when I
though.
go to have a cigarette. Huh?
I'm
You
No,
imagine
took
I,
out my
I only
hook
said
by
the
the
hooks. I only
DJ
said the
Bob.
hooks.
imagine that
Nah,
so,
like
so you just came with like a couple of like hard vanilla ice bars just now, dog.
Yeah.
it was only two songs. It was only two songs.
Yeah,
He
that's a
said, "Go
couple.
Ninja, go." That dude. He took it to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 on motherfuckers.
Right?
He's wilding. Or was it
Nah,
the
low key though.
original?
Nah, low
I'm
key
old.
though. I low key. In full disclosure,
Yo, there's a
I
list
really
of
did listen to that. I really did listen to that
terrible
Ninja
rappers
Turtle
out there.
soundtrack just to hear his rhymes. And real talk, I'm glad that I got numb and I could only remember Go Ninja because it was in the movie. But some of those rhymes were pretty trash.
Yo,
Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
All
he
right.
did
let
have that
me
one
let
hit.
me let me redirect the conversation and say that Blind Fury was better than everybody on that list,
Oh yeah,
and don't ever
oh
Oh,
yeah, by far.
disrespect that guy ever again in your life.
Oh yeah,
And
no, no,
everybody on the list who's, I mean, in the chat, who's listening and watching right now, who doesn't know who Blind Fury is, go get hit.
yo, John, you gotta open your eyes when you talk to people, dog. This is mad clip. Hey, so I'm gonna give you my top five, but hold on, I gotta stare into space real quick.
yes.
All right,
Summer breeze
Yes,
makes
yes.
me feel
you look like the show
fine,
enough of Harlem when you sitting
rolling
over
through
there
the
like that, dude. You
jasmines
look
in
like
my
who's the Mac?
mind.
So my top five, you know, I'm back to looking like the fucking
Mhm.
creative character in GTA right now. But you got is number five for me.
Hey,
Okay.
what color is this shirt?
That is
Everybody say hi to D.
coral.
Coral.
Ooh. She said you have on a coral polo right now.
It's definitely orange, but that's cool. So anyway, you got number five. Um, Paperboy. Paperboy is my number two.
Paperboy.
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 Oh,
Uh, number three on my list is a
Wait a minute,
mill.
time out. Rewind the Paperboy. Doodle Diddy?
Yeah,
Is that the song?
okay, yeah.
That
yeah.
was that was whack.
Just the rest of the album was garbage, dog. Did you listen to the whole album? Because I did, and it was garbage.
Oh no. Why
Just
would I do that? He
Yeah,
had one song.
because I buy the
yeah,
album and I
nah.
listen to the whole album just to see if there's other hits on it, and then I threw it away.
Yeah.
You
Same
fell
with
for the trap.
yeah, man. It was a trap. So that's why number three on my list is a mill.
Whew.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow. Yeah, I totally forgot about that one.
yeah.
Whew.
Daryl was listening to real albums.
She tried to
Daryl was listening to whole projects.
Number two on my list. I tried to diversify my list a little bit too. So number two on my list is Kobe. R.I.P. to Kobe.
I was waiting for that one. I was waiting for that one.
Kobe put out one of the
I was
worst
waiting
rap
for that
albums of all time.
one. I was waiting for that one. And number two, rest in peace is what is his number?
Rest in peace to Kobe, but he should have never tried to rap.
I was gonna throw Shaq on the list, but you can't.
Yo, Shaq got a Grammy. Don't Shaq got a Grammy? Or Grammy nomination?
This is the second time you said this, and I didn't look it up yet.
I feel like Shaq got a Grammy or at least a Grammy nomination.
Does he?
I know he got a number ones. He got like a number one hip hop record.
Yeah, we don't need no hooks.
But in number one on my
Listen,
No
list,
hooks. No hooks.
number one on my list is 6ix9ine. So that's my
Oh, him, that guy,
yeah.
Takashi,
He's
6ix9ine.
he's number one on my
Oh,
list.
no.
That's why I
Yeah, yeah. His whole story is whack.
Yeah.
She's in here. This is Snow. She said Informer. That's her number one. Informer.
No, that's
You know,
reggae.
it's another
That,
mission. I go.
no, that's reggae.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's gonna
It's reggae.
that's gonna do it for the top five. And that's gonna do it for the end of the season episode of DJ Caveman and IronMonkey talking that shit. We'll be back. We'll be back in a couple weeks
We had a good time.
you know, as we get along. You know what I mean? John, thanks for coming on today, man. Is there anything you need to shamelessly self-promote? You know what I mean? Or anybody you want to shout out? Now's where you could do that.
Oh man,
Just some hit, some curl cream or something.
this is just juices and berries. Yo, love you guys. Miss you, D. Woo, you already know, man. Everybody who's in the chat, who's hanging out, love you guys. Appreciate you for kicking it with us and laughing at all the light skin jokes. It's been a good night. Thank you for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
Hit us with the Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons is king.
Yeah.
It's like you're part of the Russell Simmons church.
Oh shit!
He was just short of doing. He was just short of doing the Sammy Sosa.
Make sure
All lives matter.
You following us on the YouTube, hit that like and subscribe. If you're not following us on the YouTube, go to the YouTube channel, hit that like and subscribe. And we'll catch you guys in a couple of weeks when we come back with even more episodes and more guests. Shit, thanks for watching. In the meantime, I'll be throwing up some old shit for you to watch and enjoy as well. So make sure you watch that shit on the YouTube channel. And we'll check y'all in a couple of weeks. Yeah.